Hello everyone, my name is Akshay Arora and today in this video we are here to discuss the JEE Mains paper solution of the 31st of January shift 2, that is evening shift, and the year is 2024. So let's start with the question number 1. Here is the first question in front of you. Question seems to be from the chapter statistics and it is quite easy. Let the mean and the variance of 6 observations are being given to you and their mean is 55 and the variance is 194. Alright, my dear students, so we need to get the value of a plus 3b. Before finding this, let us first find the value of a and b and then we'll be moving ahead. So the very first equation is we'll take the help of the mean. Sum of observation a plus b plus 68 plus 44 plus 48 and then 60. Sum of observation upon total number of observations will be equals to the mean of the data, and that is 55. With the help of this sum, I will be able to directly find the value of a plus b. So the value of a plus b that we are obtaining from here is 110. I hope you will do the calculation by your own. Now my dear students, we want to get the variance. Since the value of the variance is being given to us as 194. So how to get the variance of the data? I can tell you about finding the variance is the formula will be mean of squared observations minus square of mean. So this formula will help you out to get the variance very easily. So mean of the squared observation means a square, then b square, then 68 square, then if you want to use the other formula, you can use that also. When each and every term is subtracted from the mean. Suppose a is subtracted with 55, so a minus 55 whole square, b minus 55 whole square. In that way also you can do, okay. Calculation will be almost same. Here it is 44 square, then it is 48 square, and then it is 60 square. And these are the 6 observations, so average of these 6 observations will be divided by 6 minus square of mean. So this is subtracted by 55 square and this gives us a variance. And what is the variance over here? Variance is 194. So from this equation, it will be very easy for me to get the value of a square plus b square. I think calculation part you can do by yourself. I am directly writing the value of a square and b square as 6850. Now my dear students, we have a square plus b square with us and we also have a plus b with us. So let us say this is the first equation and this is the second equation. Now we need to solve the first and second equation to get the value of small a and small b. So let me write here that solve first and second to get small a and small b. So after solving it, I will be able to get a as 75, b as 35. And we can easily see that 75 plus 35 is 110 and 75 square plus 35 square will be 6850. Now once we are able to get 75 and 35, they haven't asked us the a value and b value, they have asked us the expression a plus 3b. That means a plus 3b. So 75 when added with 105, because 35 into 3 will become 105. So this will become 180. That means the answer to this problem will be 180. 180 is given to us in the option C. That is why option C will be the final answer. Guys, I hope you all are able to understand how we got the solution of the question number 1. Let's move to the second question now. Here Z1 and Z2 are the two complex numbers such that Z1 plus Z2 is 5. Z1 cube plus Z2 cube is equals to 20 plus 15 iota, and we want to get the value of modulus of Z1 raised to the power 4 plus Z2 raised to the power 4. How to get that? So this question also seems to be very easy. Suppose if I haven't been given Z1 cube plus Z2 cube, so I will be writing directly the value of Z1 cube plus Z2 cube with the help of the formula A cube plus B cube. That will be equals to A plus B whole cube, alright, minus 3AB, and then we will able to get A plus B. So A plus B value is already been given, that is 5. I will write here 5 cube, which is 125, then it is 3 Z1 Z2 and again it is 5. And z1 cube plus z2 cube is also been given in the question, that is 20 plus 15i. Now from here it will be very easy, my dear students, to get the value of 15 z1 z2. So 125 minus 125 minus 20, it will become 105. And then it will become minus 5i, minus 15i, sorry, not 5i, it will be minus 15i. Let us divide the complete equation by 15. z1, z2 will be equals to 7 and minus 1i. Are you able to understand how we got the value of 15 times z1, z2? If this has been clear to you, my dear students, then we can go ahead for getting the value of z1 square plus z2 square. If I want to get the value of z1 square plus z2 square, I can write z1 plus z2 whole square and then minus 2 z1 z2. My dear students, z1 plus z2 whole square, that will become 25 because that is 5 being given to us. And z1 z2 we already have determined, so it will become minus 14 and then it will become minus into minus plus 2i. So this gives me the result 25 minus 14, 11 plus 2i as the value of z1 square plus z2 square. Are you able to understand how we got the value of z1 square plus z2 square? Now after that, it will be very easy for me to get the value of z1 raised to the power 4 plus z2 raised to the power 4. Because my dear students, if I have the value of z1 square plus z2 square as 11 plus 2i, let me check whether I have committed any error or not. So I just place the value 125 over here. Here it is 3 z1 z2. z1 plus z2 is already 5. So 15 z1 z2 will be coming here. 105 minus 15i. Let us divide the complete expression by 15. So z1 z2 will be 7 minus I. Yes, that is absolutely fine. So minus 14 and plus 2i would be there, and that becomes 11 plus 2i. So my dear students, if I try to square both the sides, then I will be able to get z1 raised to the power 4, z2 raised to the power 4, 2z1 square, z2 square, and here it is 121, then it is 4i square, alright, and then plus 2ab, so it will become 44i. I hope you understood this. 121 minus 4, it will be 117 plus 44i. Here z1 raised to the power 4 plus z2 raised to the power 4 will be written as it is, and z1 z2 whole square should be written. So what was the product z1 z2? That was 7 minus I. I am writing here 7 minus I whole square. In this way, my dear students, z1 raised to the power 4, z2 raised to the power 4 can be evaluated very easily. How? 117 and 44i I am writing as it is, and this becomes, this complete expression is taken to the right hand side. So a minus b whole square will be a square, then it is b square, then it is 2ab. I hope you understood this. So this I square is minus 1. This becomes 48. 48 into 2, that will become 96. So basically 117 and 96, when they are subtracted, that will generate 21. Okay, I hope you are able to understand this. 44i plus, and that is 28i. So 44 and then 28. So that will become 72. 72i. This is z1 raised to the power 4 and z2 raised to the power 4. I hope you understood how we got the value of this expression. Now what they are asking for? They are asking for the value of z1 raised to the power 4 plus z2 raised to the power 4 with a modulus. That means ultimately we need to do 21 square, 72 square, and we need to take the square root of that. So ultimately, finally we will be able to get the result as 75, and 75 is given to us in the option D. So option D will be the final answer. Are you all able to understand how we got the answer to this question? It was quite easy question, just the basic algebra, polynomial identities that we have applied here. Going forward to the next question, here is a function fx is being defined as an integration, gx is also being defined as an integration, and they're finding the value of 9f of root over log 9 plus g of root over log 9 is equals to what? This complete sum is multiplied by 9 over here. Let us write down the value of fx. Fx value is minus x to plus x. Then it is mod of t. And then it is t square. And again it is being multiplied with e raised to the power minus t square dt. Alright. So let us first of all differentiate this. So with the help of Leibniz method, I'll be able to differentiate it. So I'll put first of all x over here. So that will become x minus x square. and e raised to the power minus of x square. And then after that, I'll apply a negative sign in between. And then I will place minus x over here. Will that make any difference if I place minus x? No, that will be plus x. Then again it is x minus x square. And here also there will be no difference. And the differentiation of minus x will be minus 1. So that will make it plus 1. Alright, so it becomes 2 times x minus x square and then e raised to the power minus x square as the value for f dash x. I hope you understood this. Let us highlight so that we can use it further. Now I want to get the value of g dash. So for getting the value of g dash, let us write the function g. It will be from 0 to x square. Then we have t raised to the power half. Then we have e raised to the power minus t. And then it is dt. Alright. So what we can do, we need to find the differentiation of this function g dash. Here what we will write, we will just place the value of t as x square. So this will become x e raised to the power minus x square. Alright, and the differentiation of x square will be 2x. I hope you understood it. And then minus 0 because the differentiation of 0 will become 0. In place of t, wherever t was written, I have just placed the value of t as x square. I hope you understood this. Since x was positive in the function g and function f, so that is why instead of mod x, we have written just x over here because square root of x square is actually mod x. But since x is positive, so that is why we have written only x. So this g dash x is basically 2x square e raised to the power minus x square. I hope you are able to understand. Now, let us highlight this also. So, if I try to get the value of f dash x plus g dash x, my dear students. So, you can see that these two boxes have some expression. 2x square is negative over here, 2x square is positive over here. So, that means 2x e raised to the power minus x square will be left. E raised to the power minus x square would be left after the addition of these two functions. Now, I wish to integrate both sides. Integrate both sides. Okay. If I wish to integrate both sides, then I will be writing here integration of f dash x plus g dash x, and this will be from 0 to alpha. Okay. I will be substituting this value of alpha as square root of log 9 going forward. Okay. So right now I am 0 to alpha f dash plus g dash, and this is integrated with respect to x. And here also it is 2x e raised to the power minus x square integrated 0 to alpha. To integrate this function, we will just apply the method of substitution x square as t. So 2x dx will become dt. Instead of 2x dx, I will write dt. Here it becomes e raised to the power minus t. If I integrate this function e raised to the power minus t, it will be negative times e raised to the power minus t. Going forward, if I place again the value of t, that was x square. So it will be negative times e raised to the power minus x square. So let us write here e raised to the power minus x square. The limits will be from 0 to alpha. I hope you understood this. And here it will be f dash will be integrated as f. So it will become f of alpha plus g of alpha. You might be thinking, sir, here f of 0 and g of 0 will also come. So I just want to tell you that looking into this function, if I place the value of x as 0, so 0 to 0, that means this f of 0 will be 0. Here also 0 to 0, g of 0 will also be 0. So I am writing here that since f of 0 was also 0 and g of 0 was also 0, that is why I haven't mentioned their values over here, okay? Ultimately, it is f of alpha minus f of 0, but f of 0 is actually 0, so I'm not writing its value. Now, we can place the value of alpha, but let us put the values of the limits. It will be negative, will be taken outside. It will be e raised to the power minus alpha, and then e raised to the power 0. E raised to the power 0 is actually 1. Okay, so this becomes 1 minus e raised to the power minus alpha square. Okay, and we got the value of f of alpha plus g of alpha. They also told us to get the value, get this sum multiplied by 9. So let us multiply this 9 times f of alpha. Let us place the value of alpha as log 9 with a square root. G of alpha as log 9 with a square root. Alright, we just place the value of alpha. Here also it will be 9 times 1 minus e raised to the power minus alpha square. So minus log 9. I'm not writing the square root because of the whole square. Ultimately, this expression will become 1 by 9. So 9 minus 1 by 9. So 9 into 8 by 9. Hence the answer to this question will be 8. I hope you are able to understand how we got the answer as 8. 8 is given to us in the A option. That is why A option is the final answer. Moving forward to the next question, there is a function which is strictly increasing, such that there is a limit f of 7x over f of x is equals to 1 when x is tending towards infinity. We want to get the value of this expression. Since the function fx is strictly increasing, so we can say that x will be less than 5x and 5x will be less than 7x. And here f of x will have the same inequality. Okay, since x was tending towards infinity, for x tending towards infinity, this is true. Then this is also true because f is increasing function. Now if I divide the entire function with fx, here also, and here also. So here it becomes 1. This is been given to us as 1. Okay, and by sandwich theorem, I could say that the middle function limit will also tend towards 1. So limit of x tending towards infinity, f of 5x over f of x will also tend towards 1. Since this limit is 1, therefore 1 minus 1 will be converted to 0. Hence the answer to this question will be option C, which is 0. I hope you understood this. Moving forward to the next question. A coin is biased so that head is twice as likely to occur as tail. That means the probability of h will become 2/3 and the probability of tail should become 1/3. Are they adding together to form 1? Yes, the net probability is 1. If the coin is tossed 3 times, what is the probability of getting 2 tails and 1 head? 2 tails and 1 head. That means tail probability will be multiplied 2 times and head probability will be multiplied 1 times. And this TTH can be arranged with the help of 3 factorial over 2 factorial. So this becomes 1 by 9 into 2/3 into 3. 3 and 3 getting cancelled, ultimately we have the result 2 by 9. 2 by 9 is given to us in the option D, hence option D will be the final answer. Moving forward to the next problem. Here we have A coordinate, B coordinate, C coordinate respectively. They are the centroid, circumcenter and orthocenter. The very first property is that centroid divides the line joining orthocenter and circumcenter. Suppose this is ortho, this is centroid, and this one is circumcenter. So this property you should know before attempting this question. So here orthocenter is -6, -8. Centroid is being given to you as A, B. And circumcenter they have given to you as 3, 4. I hope you understood this. With the help of the section formula, you will be able to write the coordinate of the centroid. So 2 into 3 plus 1 into -6 over 2 plus 1 will be A. So 6 minus 6, A coordinate will become, A value will become 0 over here. Are you getting my point? And then 2 into 4, then 1 into -8 over 2 plus 1. I hope you are able to understand this. So that will be the value of B. This is the value of B. Okay. So here I will be able to write 8 minus 8. So that is also 0. So that means this coordinate of the P point will turn out to be 3, 5. Are you able to understand? Because A, B, we found the centroid coordinate to be 0, 0. And the distance of the point which was using A and B, this is the point P. That becomes 3, 5. So P point is located at a distance from this line 2x plus 3y minus 4. So let us draw the diagram first of all. So this is the point 3, 5, all right. And there is a line and the line is 2x plus 3y and then minus 4 is equals to 0. I want to get this distance. which is measured parallel to the line x minus 2y minus 1. X minus 2y minus 1. Is that clear to you? I want to get actually this distance. So what we can do here, we can find the slope of this line, and that is 1 by 2. So that means tan theta becomes 1 by 2. If tan theta is 1 by 2, sin theta will be 1 upon root 5 and cos theta will be 2 upon root 5. Now, why I am writing this? Because if I assume this distance to be, for example, r, so this coordinate I can write it as x1 plus r cos theta and then y1 plus r sin theta. Alright. So this 3 plus r cos theta will be replaced here and 5 plus r sin theta will be replaced here and then minus 4. So 6 plus 15, 21. 21 minus 4, that will become 17. And here it is 2r, like r can be taken common and it becomes 2 cos theta plus 3 sin theta and that's equal to 0. So we can easily find the value of r from here. Cos theta value is 2 upon root 5, my dear students. Sin theta value is 1 upon root 5. And this gives us a value minus 17. So my dear students, this becomes 4 upon root 5, 3 upon root 5, 7 upon root 5. R times 7 upon root 5 is minus 17. So value of R, I'm applying the modulus over here. So that will become 17 root 5 over 7. 17 root 5 over 7 is being given to us in the option A. So that is why option A will be the final answer. I hope my dear students you are able to understand how we got the answer to this question. Moving forward to the next question. Second term, 8th term, 44th term of a non-constant AP be the first, second, third term of a GP. AP has the first term 1. So if I try to write the second term, 8th term, 44th term, these are the terms of the arithmetic progression but they are in GP. So it will become 1 plus D. It will become 1 plus 7D. It will become 1 plus 43D. Now, if I try to square the middle term, so this will become B square is equals to AC. That means 1 plus D times 1 plus 43D. Alright. So here we have 1, then 43D, then D, and then 43D square. Okay. And here it is A square plus B square plus 2AB. I hope you understood this. So 49D square and 43D square. So that will become 6D square. I'm bringing all the terms to one side. This will also get cancelled. 14D and 44D. So that will become 30D. If I take the D common or 6D common, I'll be left with D minus 5. My dear students, D value 0 is not possible because it is non-constant. So I'm rejecting that value. Reject this one. And D value 5 is possible over here. If D value is 5, that means we are able to get these all terms. Then the sum of 20 terms being equal to what? They're asking the value of S20. So 20 over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into D. So what is the D value? That is 5. 19 5s are 95. 95 plus 2. And this is 10. So the result becomes 970. So the sum of 20 terms will be 970. 970 is given to us in the option B. That is why option B will be the final answer. I hope you understood this problem. Going forward, here is an expression being given to us. 6 cm. 2 times 6 cm plus 1. I am breaking down into two parts. 6 cm plus 1. 6 cm plus 1 because it was 2 times. And then 6 cm plus 2. This is greater than 8c3. If I try to combine this term with the help of a formula, NCR minus 1 is equals to n plus 1 CR. So that will become 7cm plus 1. If I try to combine these two, so that will become 7cm plus 2. If I try to combine these two with the same formula, it will become 8cm plus 2 greater than 8c3. this expression is greater than 8c3, so m plus 2 should be greater than 3. Okay, so m should be greater than 1. That means nearest value will be 2. For m is equals to 2, because 8c4 is the highest value. Okay, 8c4 is the, we cannot write in this way because m plus 2 is greater than 3, but m plus 2 should be less than 4 also. Are you getting my point? Because after that the terms will keep on reducing, because what the same value that is, it is having 8c3, so 8c5 will also have the same value. Okay, so we cannot go up till 5 value. Okay, so that is why m will be 2, and 8c4 is the highest among all the 8c0, 8c1, 8c2, 8c3 and so on. So m will be 2. As I got the value of m, I'll be leaving this equation. Now I'll be talking about the next expression. This, they have given n minus 1 p3 whole divided by np4, and this is equal to 1:8. So this factorial over this factorial over this factorial over this factorial, that will be 1:8. So let us cancel these two, and we are left with 1 upon n is 1:8. So we got the value of n as 8. M was 2, n is 8. Okay, what they are asking? They are asking npm plus 1. So here n will be written as 8, 8p3. Okay, and then n will be 8, 9c2. Are you getting my point? So that is very easy to find the value now. It will become 8 factorial over 5 factorial plus 9 factorial over 3 factorial over 6 factorial. So my dear students, after the simplification, we will be able to get the result as 372. Now 372 is given to us in the option B, hence option B will be the final answer. I hope you understood this problem. Moving ahead to the next problem. Here there are two parabolas being given. One is a parabola which is having the concavity upwards, and other is a parabola which is having a concavity downwards. So we can first of all find the point of intersection between these parabolas. So let us put the value of y here. It is 3 times 4x minus x square is equals to x minus 4 whole square. So it becomes 12x minus 3x square, and it is a square plus b square minus 2ab. So this gives me the result 4x square, and then 12x and 8x when subtracted it becomes 20x, because I am taking all the terms to the right hand side, and then plus 16 is equals to 0. If I try to divide the expression, whole expression by 4, it will be x square minus 5x, and then it is 4. So this gives me the two values of x. One is x is equals to 1, other is x is equals to 4. I hope you understood this, because the factors will be x minus 1 and x minus 4. Now we got the point of intersection. One is at the 1, other is at the 4. If I substitute x is equals to 1 over here, so y will be 3. And if I substitute x is equals to 1 over here, so the value of y will be 3 over here. So that means the point will be 1, 3. 1 is the point which is 1, 3. Other, if I substitute 4 over here, so y coordinate will be 0, other will be 0. So this way the two curves will be meeting together. One is a point 1, 3. 1, 3 will be somewhat lying here, and 4, 0 will be somewhat lying here. So on keeping x is equals to 0, we find the y value to be 0. So this is a parabola. In this way it will be drawn. Are you getting my point? And the another parabola will be drawn in this way. So this area bounded between the parabolas I need to determine. That means upper curve minus lower curve. So area bounded between the two curves is quite easy now. That will be integration from 1 to 4. Okay, and upper curve is that curve which is having the concavity in the upward direction. Okay, and that will be equals to this one, x minus 4 whole square over 3. Okay, and then here it will be 4x minus x square. Upper curve minus lower curve. Okay, if you want to place a modulus also, you can place that. Sometimes it happens that you are writing lower curve minus upper curve, but modulus will rectify that error because area will always be positive. So on solving this integration, you'll be able to get the answer as 6. Now 6 is given to us in the option A. That is why option A will be the final answer. I hope you understood how to solve this problem. Moving forward to the next question, here is a function being defined and it is being written that this function is 1, 1 as well as on 2. So this range is not given. From this interval to this interval, the function is 1, 1 and on 2. Let us write the function first of all. It is e raised to the power x cube minus 3x plus 1. Obviously, the range will be positive because e raised to the power something will always be positive. Now, let us differentiate it. So, here we will be writing e raised to the power x cube minus 3x plus 1 as it is multiplied by 3x square minus 3. So, it becomes e raised to the power x cube minus 3x plus 1 multiplied by 3x minus 1 x plus 1. Now I can say about the intervals minus 1 and plus 1. If I keep the value of x as 0, so e raised to the power 1 will be positive. Here it is negative, here it is positive. So here we are getting f dash negative. Here we are getting f dash positive and here we are getting f dash positive. F dash positive means the function fx is increasing in this interval. Why I am talking about this interval? Because they have given the value of x between minus infinity to minus 1. So for this interval, the function is increasing. So let us find the value of f of minus infinity. If I place minus infinity over here, so that will become e raised to the power minus infinity. And that becomes 1 upon infinity, that is 0. Let us find the value of f of minus 1. So if I try to get the value of f of minus 1, it becomes minus 1. And here it becomes plus 3 and plus 1. So minus 1 plus 4. So e cube will be there. F of minus 1 will be e cube. So we got the value of small a as 0 and the value of small b as e cube. I hope you are able to understand how we got the values of a and b. Now in this way, we will be getting the value of the coordinate of the point P. One is 2b plus 4. So here I am writing 2e cube plus 4 and then it is a plus 2. What is a? A is 0 actually. So here it will be 2. So we got the coordinate of the point P. Now we want to get the distance of P from this line. So let me take to the other page x plus e raised to the power minus 3 into y and then it is 4 and the point is 2e cube plus 4 and then it is plus 2. So let us put the coordinate into this equation to get this distance. So it is 2e cube plus 4 e raised to the power minus 3 into y minus 4 whole divided by a square plus b square. I hope you are able to understand. Now we just need to simplify it. 4 and 4 are getting cancelled. This is 2e cube, this is 2 upon e cube. So 2 can be taken common. E cube plus 2 upon e cube will be e raised to the power 6 plus 1 whole divided by e cube in the numerator. In the denominator, it will be e raised to the power 6 plus 1 whole divided by e raised to the power 6. Square root of this also and square root of this also. Don't you think that these two will get cancelled? And ultimately, we will be able to write 2 root e raised to the power 6 plus 1. Is there any option being given to us in this way? Yes. So here we have the same option, that is C option, 2 root 1 plus e raised to the power 6. This is the final answer, C option. Moving forward to the next problem, A is equals to sine inverse sine 5. B is equals to cos inverse cos 5. Cos inverse is having the range between 0 to pi. This is having the range between minus 90 to plus 90. Value of cos inverse cannot be negative. So this gives me the value 2 pi minus 5. Alright, and since you all know about the sine inverse sine x function, okay, and for sine inverse sine 5, it will be x minus 2 pi, so that is why it will become 5 minus 2 pi. They're asking us to get the value of a square plus b square. That means 5 minus 2 pi or 2 pi minus 5 whole square. Just a minute. Let me write here. 2 pi minus 5 whole square, 5 minus 2 pi whole square when added together. So that will generate 2 times of 2 pi minus 5 whole square. Okay, because both are same. So it becomes a square, then it becomes b square, then it becomes 2ab. Alright. So this becomes 8 pi square, then 50 and then 40 pi. Is there any option being given of this way? 8 pi square, then 50, then 40 pi. Yes, A option. That is why A option will be the final answer. Moving forward to the next, let the variable line passing through the center of the circle meet the positive coordinate axis at the point A and B. So a circle is being given to you with this equation. X square plus y square minus 16x minus 4y is equals to 0. So its center will be directly written as 8, 2. And if I want to define the radius, that will be root over 68. Alright. Now there is a variable line which is passing through the center, meet the coordinate axis at the point A and B. Then the minimum value of A and B, we need to get that. So let the equation of line, that is variable line, passing through the center be y minus 2 is equals to m times x minus 8. Sorry, y minus 2 is equals to m times x minus 8. Let us assume there is a circle being given to us. From the center, the line is passing with a slope m. And it will be intersecting the x-axis and y-axis at the point capital A and capital B. So for this line, I need to find the intercepts, x-intercepts as well as the y-intercept. So let us first of all find x-intercept. If I want to get x-intercept, y should be 0. So if I place y 0, x value will be minus 2 upon m plus 8. This will be the x-intercept. Okay. And for y-intercept, I need to put the value of x as 0. If I place x as 0, it will become minus 8m plus 2. Minus 8m plus 2. That will be y-intercept. This is actually the OA distance. This is actually the OB distance. Now they are asking to create a function and minimize OA plus OB. So let us write OA and OB as a sum. OA distance is minus 2 by m plus 8 and OB distance is 8m plus 2. So if I try to add these, it will be minus 2 by m plus 8m plus 10, and this gives me the function in the variable m, and this I need to minimize. For minimizing this function, I will be differentiating it. So f dash m is equals to 0 I'll do. Alright, so from here I'll be able to write 2 by m square is equals to minus 8. I think we have committed an error anywhere. Just let me check, because it should be negative. 8m plus 2, if I want to get the y-intercept, so I need to keep the value of x0. If I keep x0 minus 8m and plus 2 will come. Sorry, it should be minus 8m, okay. That is why we were not able to get the solution. Here also it should be minus 8m. Instead of plus, let me write here minus 8m. Here also minus 8m. Here also minus. Okay, so everywhere I am making the correction. Sorry. Alright. So now it is clear that m square is 1 by 4. M will be plus minus 2. Plus minus 1 by 2. So we need to check whether at m is equals to half or m is equals to minus half, which is maxima or minima. So with the help of first derivative test, I can check that. If I place the, can I place the value m0? No. Can I place m as 1? Yes, I can place 1. And that is giving us the value of f dash as negative. So here it is decreasing to increasing and here it is increasing to decreasing. So this will be the point of maxima and this will be the point of minima. So if I want to minimize it, I need to place the value of x as minus half or m as minus half in the function f. So that becomes minus 2 over minus half and then plus 10. Here it will be plus 4 and then it will be plus 4 and then plus it will be plus 10. So ultimately we are getting the result as OA plus OB as 18. Is there any option being given to us? Yes. 18 is the final answer over here. I hope you understood this problem. So we are moving ahead to the next one. Number of ways in which 21 identical apples can be distributed among 3 children such that each child get at least 2 apples. So identical things needs to be distributed to beggars. So beggars method will be applicable over here. That means suppose 21 identical objects are with you. Okay. So I want to distribute to 3 persons, suppose A, B and C. And the condition is each child should get at least 2. So give them 2. Initially, first of all, distribute 2. That means How many are the remaining apples now? If you give them two apples each, so the remaining will be 21 minus 6, that is 15. And distribute these 15 apples now. 15 identical apples now. Okay. And to how many beggars? Here the beggars will be actually the children. To 3 children. Okay. Children are not beggars, sorry. But yes, beggars method say that n identical objects need to be substituted or needs to be distributed to r beggars. So the formula will be n plus r minus 1 cr minus 1. So 17c2 will be the answer to this problem. If I get the value of 17c2, it will be 17 into 16 upon 2, 17 into 8 will come, that is 136. Option D will be the final answer. Let P be the parabola with the vertex 2, 3 and the directrix 2x plus y is equals to 6. So we have a vertex as 2, 3. This is a parabola, for example, and this is a directrix with the equation 2x plus y is equals to 6. Can I drop the perpendicular from the vertex so as I can get the foot of the directrix? Yes, I can easily find that. So let us assume that this foot of perpendicular, so this the point where the axis, this is the axis of the parabola, okay? The point where the axis meets the directrix, this is the directrix, is h comma k. This can be obtained, this point can be obtained by dropping a perpendicular from 2, 3 on the line which is given by the equation 2x plus y is equals to 6. Let us find the value of h comma k first of all. So this is a foot of perpendicular, so I am applying the logic of that, h minus 2 over a and then k minus 3 over b, and then negative times I'll substitute this coordinate 2 into 2 plus 3 minus 6 whole divided by a square plus b square. Alright, so it will be h minus 2 over 2, k minus 3 over 1. It is minus 4 minus 3. So it becomes, 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 it will be 1 and it becomes negative 1 over 5. So I got the value of h minus 2 as minus 2 by 5 and the value of h will be 2 minus 2 by 5. So this becomes 8 by 5. I got the value of h as 8 by 5. In the same way, k value will be 3 minus 1 by 5. So that becomes 14 over 5. I got this foot of perpendicular, that is 8 upon 5 comma 14 upon 5. Are you able to understand? Now let us read the question further. Let there be a ellipse. Okay, major axis is 2a and minor axis is 2b because a is greater than b. And eccentricity is 1 by root 2. So I can write e square will be 1 minus b square over a square. Okay, and 1 by 2 will be 1 minus b square over a square. So I got the relationship between b square and a square, that is b square upon a square will be 1 by 2. I hope you understood this. And parabola passes through the, this ellipse passes through the focus of the parabola. That means I need to determine this focus coordinate now. I know that between this foot of perpendicular and the focus, this vertex is a midpoint. So this ratio is 1:1. Let us assume this coordinate as a comma b. So I'll be writing here a plus 8 upon 5. I'm applying the midpoint formula. A plus 8 upon 5 is equals to, upon 2 is equals to 2, so that will become 4. So the value of a will be 4 minus 8 upon 5. So 20 minus 8, it will become 12 over 5. I got the value of a. Now here I will be writing 14 by 5 plus b is equals to 6. B value will be 6 minus 14 by 5. That will become 30 minus 14. So it will become 16 over 5. So we got the value of b. A value is 12 by 5, b value is 16 over 5. That means focus is 12 by 5, 16 over 5. I hope you understood this. Now we know that this ellipse x square upon a square plus y square upon b square passes through the focus of the parabola. Okay, and what is the point? That is focus 12 by 5, 16 by 5. So that means it will satisfy its equation. Instead of x put 12 by 5. Instead of y, put 16 by 5. Now I'll be able to get a relationship between a and b. With the help of it, we can easily find the value. So I'm substituting b square as a square upon 2 over here, okay? To get the value of a square. 1 upon a square I am taking common, 25 also I am taking common. Here I will have 144 and here I will have 256 into 2. That becomes 512. This is 1. So we got the value of a square as 656 over 25. Now in this question they asked us to get the square of the length of latus rectum for the ellipse. Do you know what is the length of LR for the ellipse? That is 2b square over a. Now they have asked the length of latus rectum square. So that becomes 4b square by a square and multiply by again b square. I'm taking b square 2 times. Why I have done in this way? Because I already know the value of b square upon a square. And what is that? That is half. So directly I'll substitute here half. And what is the value of b square? So b square value I know from here a square upon 2. So let us write a square upon 2 over here. That means these two will cancel this and only a square is left. That means square of latus rectum is a square. So 656 over 25, okay? Just a minute. 656 over 25 is given to us in which option? C option. So C option will be the final answer. I hope you understood this problem. Moving forward to the next one. There is a matrix being given to us which is 3 cross 3. So my dear students, the first equation can be generated from here. Second equation can be generated from here. Third equation can be generated from here. 3 equations and then the system of equation has how many solutions they are asking for. Alright, so let us deal with the first one. Let us assume that in this particular first equation they have mentioned 101 and here 2 times 101 is being written. So what I'll do, I need to assume the matrix A. So let me assume it as A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3 and C1, C2, C3, okay? I hope that would be more helpful for you. And this matrix, if it is multiplied, here it is multiplication in between. If it is multiplied with 101, so that is generating 202. So if I try to compare these two, my dear students, don't you think that only first row will be taking place? These both rows will not be like A1 I will obtain, then A2 will be multiplied with 0, A3 will be multiplied with 1. So A1 plus A3 will be 2 actually. Now second row will be multiplied with this column. B1 plus B3 will be equal to 0 and C1 plus C3 will be equal to 1. I hope you are able to understand how we have generated these 3 results. So from one equation we are getting 3 sub-equations, okay? So from the first one 3, second one 3 sub-equations and from the third one 3 sub-equations. Solving these 9 sub-equations we'll be able to get the variables A1, A2, A3 and they are very easy. Let me tell you what are the sub-equations in the second one. It will be minus A1 plus A3. Minus A1 plus A3 and that is equals to negative 4. In the second one, minus B1 plus B3 is equals to 0. Minus B1 plus B3 is equals to 0. And then minus C1 plus C3, that is equals to 4. Okay, so these are the 3 set of second sub equations. Then from here, I'll be writing B2 value directly. Sorry, not first of all, I'll start with A2 and then B2 and then C2. A2 from then B2 and then C2. Because if I multiply the matrix A with 0, 1, 0, I'll have A2, B2, C2 as 0, 2 and 0. 0, 2 and 0. If I have A2, B2, C2, I can substitute here. Is there any space? No, there is no space to substitute A2, B2, C2 because their mid elements were 0. Okay. Now we will be trying, what we will try to do, we'll try to solve these two. Here, this is also A1, A3 and this is also A1, A3. And we will be able to get the values of A1 and A3. My dear students, if I try to add these two, twice of A3 will become negative 2. That becomes A3 as negative 1. And if A3 is -1, A1 will be 3. So 3 and -1 we are obtaining from these two results. In this way, I can get the value of B1 and B3. I can also write the value of C1 and C3. I hope it is quite easy for you to now generate matrix A. So finally, I can write the matrix A as 3, 0, -1 because A1, A2, A3 we already have determined 3, then A2 is 0 and A3 is -1. 3, 0, -1, here it will be 0, 2, 0 and here it is -1, 0, 3. Okay, once we are able to get the A matrix, what they have asked us, they have asked to subtract A with 3i and multiply with xyz and generate 1, 2, 3. So let us do that. A is subtracted with 3i and this is being multiplied with xyz. And this product is equals to another matrix and that is 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now this will generate any solution or not, they're asking about that. So when I subtract A with -3i, so only the diagonal elements will differ, else every element will be same. So 3 will be subtracted with 3, 2 will be subtracted with 3, 3 will be subtracted with 3. So 0, my dear students, here I'll have 0, then -1 and then 0. Alright. 0, -1, 0, it will be remaining same and 0, -1, 0, it will be remaining same. Here this is taken product with xyz and the result is 1, 2, 3. So that becomes, here we got -z, here we got -y and here we got -x. Value as 3, 2 and 1. In this way we are able to generate the unique solution because we are getting only one values of xyz. So that is why it will be a unique solution. Unique solution is given to us in the option A. That is why option A will be the final answer. I hope you understood this problem. Number of solutions of this equation is how many? So here I will be assuming this as t. So this becomes t, then -2 times 2 upon t and here it is 2. Because of the negative power I have taken to the denominator. It becomes t square minus 2 is equals to 2t. T square minus 2t minus 2 is equals to 0. I can find the value of t as b plus minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac. 4 into 2 that will become 8 whole divided by 2a. So 2 plus minus root 12. Root 12 can be written as 4 into 3 that becomes 2 root 3. So here it will be 1 plus minus root 3. So it is actually positive. T is positive. Why? Because e raised to the power something, it will always be positive. 1 minus root 3 is a negative value. That will be rejected. So we can just equate e raised to the power something with 1 plus root 3. Root 3 is 1.7 something. So it will be 2.73. Okay. Are you able to understand? And my dear students, from here, if I take the logarithm, so sin x value will be equals to log of 2 point something. And this is to the base e. Now e value is 2.71. So this result is greater than 1. Don't you think that? Because 2.73 is greater than 2.71. So this result we are finding greater than 1. Is that possible to get the value of sin x greater than 1? No. So that means no solution. No solution we are getting from here. Hence number of solutions will be how many? 0. So that means B option will be the final answer. Okay. Number of values of x which satisfy the given trigonometric equation will be 0. The shortest distance between the line L1 and L2. L1 is given, L2 is a line which passes through these 2 points and perpendicular to the line this. I don't know why this line is given, but from the 2 points, if a line is passing -4, 4, 3 and -1, 6, 3. So we can write the equation of AB. Equation of AB is actually L2. So that will be x plus 4, y minus 4 and z minus 3. Okay, whole divided by -1 plus 4. -1 plus 4 that will become 3. 6 minus 4 that will become 2. And 3 minus 3 that will become 0. So this is the equation of the line L2. L1 is already given. Now the shortest distance between the line this and the line this. So these two lines are the skew lines. So if I want to get the distance, I need to apply this formula A2 minus A1 dot B1 cross B2 magnitude of B1 cross B2. Is that clear to you? Alright. So what is B1 and B2? B1 vector is 2, minus 3 and 2. Let us find the value of B1 cross B2 over here. So it is ijk and here it is 2 minus 3, 2. And B2 is already been determined 3 to 0. So let us open up this. It will be 0 minus 4, then minus j cap times 0 minus 6 plus k cap times 4 plus 9. So this becomes minus 4i plus 6j and then plus 13k. This is the value for B1 cross B2. I will be placing the value of B1 cross B2 over here. And let us also determine the A2 vector minus A1 vector value. So here we have minus 4 and here we have plus 1. Minus 4 and subtracted with 1. So this becomes minus 5. Here we have 4. Here we have minus 1. 4 minus of minus 1, that becomes 5. And here we have 3. 3 minus of minus 4. So 3 plus 4, that becomes 7. Are you able to understand this? A2 minus A1 is being written, B1 cross B2 is being written and divided by B1 cross B2. If you put all these values to this formula, okay, so you will be able to get the distance. And the final distance will be 141 over root over 2 to 1. Just the calculation part you need to do. Put the value of A2 minus A1 over here. B1 cross B2 is already with you and divided by B1 cross B2 modulus. And we will be able to get the distance 141, okay, over root over 2 to 1. I hope you understood this. Now once you are able to understand this, then we can go ahead for the next question. Consider the function being defined with this value if m and n respectively the number of the points at which f is not continuous and f is not differentiable. Then m value plus n value will be what? So here is a function being given. First of all, let us see to this function. E raised to the power minus log x. This is mod. Okay. Now when log will be positive and when log will be negative, you need to think about that. Here the values of x which are given are from 0 to infinity. Alright, my dear students. So if x is greater than 1, my dear students, if x is greater than 1, then we can say that log x value will be positive. And if x is less than 1 and greater than 0, then log x value will be negative. Okay. So we can say that for this expression, we will have the function for x greater than 1, we will have the function e raised to the power minus log x. And for this expression, we will have the function e raised to the power minus into minus will become plus log x. This will be equals to x itself and this will be equals to 1 by x. So from 0 to 1, the y is equals to x function is plotted. This is the line y is equals to x. And from greater than 1, at x is equals to 1, the value of y is 1 also. This is continuous because at 1, both of the values of y are same, that is 1. So in this way, this will be y is equals to 1 by x for x greater than 1. This is a point of non-differentiability, but at this point the function is continuous. So how many points are there where the function is not continuous? So not continuous means m will be 0 because none of the point is there which is discontinuous. And a single point is there where this function is becoming non-differentiable because f is non-differentiable at one point. So n value will be 1. M plus n will be 0 plus 1. That is A option will be the final answer. Moving ahead to the next, alpha, beta, gamma with a mirror image of this point. Suppose the point is 2, 3, 5 and the line is being given to you. X minus 1 over 2, y minus 2 over 3, z minus 3 over 4. And here we have alpha, beta, gamma. So this vector will become alpha minus 2, beta minus 3 and gamma minus 5. And this vector, both are 90 degree. So their dot product, 2 times alpha minus 2, 3 times beta minus 3 and 4 times gamma minus 5 should be 0. In this way, we got 2 alpha plus 3 beta and plus 4 gamma is equals to 4 plus 9, 13. 13 and 20, that will become 33. So 2 alpha plus 3 beta plus 4 gamma will be 33. C option will be the final answer. The temperature T, when T is equals to 0, at that time capital T is 160 and it decreases continuously as per the differential equation. In this differential equation, if I bring this T minus 80 over here, and here it will be negative times K into dt, and I try to integrate both the sides. So if I take the value of small t as 0, then at that time capital T will be 160, and from at t it will be going till capital T, because I do not know what should be the capital T value after at time is equals to t. Okay, so here it will be minus kt, and here it will be log t minus 80, and it will be from 160 to t. So let us put the value of t as first of all capital T, it will remain same, and log a minus log b. If I place the value of t as 160, 160 minus 80 will be 80 again. So it will be written in this way, log a minus log b will be this, and here it is minus kt. Then we can write the value of t minus 80 upon 80. Okay, I'm moving to the next page, as e raised to the power minus kt. So t minus 80 will be written as 80 times e raised to the power minus kt. So the value of capital T will be 80 plus 80 times e raised to the power minus kt. Alright, now they have given one information, and the information is if t is equals to 15, then capital T is 120. Let us put this value. T as 15, capital T will be 120. I got the value of this expression, e raised to the power minus 15k. So this becomes 40 over 80, half. This is half. Now how it will be useful for us? So they have asked us the value of t45. t45 means at t is equals to 45, what should be the value of t? So if I place the value small t as 45, so it will be 80 plus 80 times e raised to the power minus k into 45. Are you getting my point? So this will be generating 15k times 3. Don't you think that? 15k times 3, that means whole cube of this expression. So that is 1 by 8. 1 by 2 whole cube will be 1 by 8. So that becomes 80 plus 10. And I think the temperature would be 90 degree Fahrenheit. Is there an option B 90 degree Fahrenheit? Yes. 90 degree Fahrenheit is given to us in the option D. That is why option D will be the final answer. Moving forward, there be a set 1, 2, 3 up till 100. R be the relation on A defined by x comma y belongs to R. If 2x is equals to 3y. Suppose I keep the value of x as 3. Then 3 into 2 will become 6. Automatically y will become 2, 3 comma 2. Okay. If I keep the value x as a multiple of 3, okay. So 6 into 2 upon 3, that will become, it will become 3. Are you able to understand? Sorry, it will become 4, 6 comma 4. 12 upon 3 will be 4. If I place the value of x as 9, then y will become 6. Okay, so these are the terms which are increasing by 3 and the y coordinate are increasing by 2. So I will be going up till, can I go up till 99? Because 99 is a multiple of 3. Yes. If I keep the value of x as 99, so here I will have, after division by 3, 2 into 33, that is 66. That means these are the 33 elements which are there in the relation R. Now there is a relation R1 which is symmetric, and R1 is a bigger set and R is a smaller set. So this R is derived from R1. So R1 will have, due to the symmetric, because it is a symmetric relation. So if 3 comma 2 is the part of relation, then 2 comma 3 should also be the part of relation. So that will have 66 elements. double of these elements, because no one is having x comma x type element. There is no element which is of the type x comma x. So just double will be 33 into 2, it will become 66 elements in the R1. Number of elements in R1 is how many? The answer is 66. All right. Moving ahead to the next question, A vector, B vector. C is a vector such that this result is equals to this result and this result is equals to this result. Then modulus of C square we need to determine. So how to get that? Basically, let us first of all find A plus B. A plus B is 3 plus 2, that becomes 5. Then 2 minus 1, that becomes 1. 1 plus 4, 1 plus 3, that becomes 4. So this is A plus B, okay. This is taken cross with C and here it is 2 times A cross B. Let us do the cross of A cross B, okay. If I deal with the cross of A cross B, so I, J, K, and here I will have 3, 2, 1. Here I will have 2, minus 1 and 3. So I cap times 6 minus of minus 1, that will become 7. So J cap times, it will become 9 minus 2, that is 7. And K cap times, it will be minus 3 minus 4. It will become minus 7. Minus 3 minus 4. So this becomes 7I, 7J and 7K. Okay, this is actually A vector cross B vector. So here I am writing 2 times A cross B. So 7I, 7J and 7K. I hope you understood this. Plus 24J minus 6K. Alright, so let us open up this. 7 2s are 14. 14 I cap will be written as it is. 7 2s are negative 14. Negative 14 plus 24 plus 10 plus 10J. And here it is minus 14 and minus 6, that will become minus 20K. Alright, and here left hand side will remain same. Now there is one more option being given of A minus B. Do you know what is A minus B? Let us write here first of all. A minus B is 3 minus 2, that is I. 2 plus 1, that is 3J. And K minus 3K, that means minus 2K. This A minus B is added to I cap. So it becomes 2I plus 3J minus 2K. And is taken dot with, for example, let us consider C vector to be XYZ. And I want to get the value of XYZ. So I will be able to get one relationship. That is 2x plus 3y minus 2z is equals to negative 3. This is the first relationship between x, y, z. From here also I can find the second relationship. How? Here it will be the cross product. 5, 1, 4 I am writing as it is and here it will be x, y, z. On comparing, I will be able to get 3 relationships from here so that I can get the value of x, y, z. So finally, we can write directly the C vector will be 5i, you just perform the calculation, minus 3j and plus 2k. That means x will be 5, y will be minus 3 and z will be 2. So this gives me value of modulus 25, 9 and 4. So that becomes 34 and 8, 38. Okay, so like will it have a square root? No, because there is a whole square, that is why it will not have a square root. So the answer to this problem will be 38. So subjective integer type question, 38 is the answer. Moving ahead to the next problem, ABC with the length of the 3 sides of the triangle satisfying this relationship. If the set of all possible values of x in this interval will be alpha beta, then 12 times alpha square plus beta square will be what? So let us collaborate all the a square x square and here it is minus 2bax and then it will be b square. I am rearranging the terms, okay. Then it will be b square x square, then minus 2bcx and then it is c square. Combination of these 3 terms, combination of these 3 terms. It becomes ax minus b whole square. It becomes bx minus c whole square. So these are the 2 positive quantities and they are becoming 0. This is only possible when individually they are 0. So I got the value of ax as b from here and bx as c from here. So if I keep the value of b as ax in this expression, so I'll be able to get the value of c as ax square. So b will be ax and C will be ax square. Now, if these are the lengths of the triangle, okay, so don't you think that the sum of two sides will be greater than the third side? The sum of two sides will be greater than the third side. The sum of two sides will be greater than the third side. Don't you think that? So a plus b, a will be as it is and b will be ax, will be greater than c, and it is ax square. So finally we got this expression 1 plus x greater than x square. So x square minus x minus 1 greater than 0. Alright. And here it is ax plus ax square greater than a. So it will be x square plus x minus 1 greater than 0. And here it is ax square plus a greater than ax. So x square minus x plus 1 greater than 0. So I can see that this equation is having d less than 0. So this is always true. Always true. And if I talk about these two expressions, I can get the interval. So I want to find the common values of x from these two inequalities. And you can solve this into a, first of all, factorize it. And you can use the wavy curve method to get the intervals of x and take the common values between these two. So they have said that the all possible values of x are between alpha and beta. So I can say that the common values for x square minus x minus 1 greater than 0 and x square plus x minus 1 greater than 0. Are you getting my point? Minus 1 greater than 0. Okay. So here in both these situations we are getting discriminant 0. Obviously roots will be obtained. So common values of x that will satisfy this expression will be x will lie between alpha and beta. So that will be root 5 minus 1 over 2 and here it will be root 5 plus 1 over 2. This will be the value of alpha and this will be the value of beta. Now they have asked us to get the value of 12 times alpha square plus beta square. So it is 12 times root 5 minus 1 upon 2 whole square and again root 5 plus 1 upon 2 whole square. So here I will be able to write 12 upon 4 and a square plus b square will become 5 plus 1. So it will be 3 times 6 and that becomes 18. So according to us, because the result that we are obtaining from here, what they have asked, 12 times alpha square plus beta square they have asked. Okay, we are getting the result 18. Just a minute. Yeah, I actually committed an error. Let me check here. It will be root 5 minus 1. Yeah. So basically it will be multiplied with 2 also. Let me tell you why. Because 5 plus 5 plus 1 is obtaining here also and 5 plus 1 is obtaining here also. So 5 plus 1 should be multiplied by 2 because they are taken 2 times. I forgot to multiply by 2, okay. So that is why the result is 36. I hope you are able to understand 12 times alpha square plus beta square will be 36. Answer to this question will be 36. Moving ahead to the next problem. A line passes through A and B. The point P, where ABC are the non-negative integers on the line AB, lies at a distance of 21 units from the point A. So let us first of all write the equation of AB. For writing the equation of AB, I am considering the point x minus 4, y plus 6 and z plus 2. And I am writing whole divided by the parallel vector, that means AB vector. 16 minus 4 it will become 12. Minus 2 plus 6 it will become 4 and 4 plus 2 that will become 6. Okay, so do you know, my dear students, if this is the equation of AB, they have told us then on this line AB there is a point A, okay, with a coordinate 4, negative 6 and negative 2. So from this point A there is a point being located at a distance 21, okay, and that point is actually P and it is having a coordinate ABC. Alright. Now from this P point there is another point Q, 4, negative 12 and 3. I want to get this distance basically. So first of all get the point P and then get the point Q. How to get it? So basically I will be able to first of all write the DCs of the parallel vector. So 12, 4, 6. 12, 4, 6 can be written as, if I divide the whole expression by 2, it will be 6, 2, 3. 6 square is 36, 2 square is 4, 40 and 49, 7 will come. So that means the direction cosines will be 6 upon 7, and here it will be 2 upon 7, and here it will be 3 upon 7. And I am equating this to 21 to get the point P. All right, this is a quite easier way to get the directly get the coordinate of the point P. So value of x here will be 6 upon 7 into 21 plus 4. Y will be 2 upon 7 into 21 minus 6. Not plus 6, it should be minus 6. All right. And the value of z would be 3 upon 7 into 21 minus 2. So here 18 plus 4, 22 will be there. Here 6 minus 6, 0 would be there. Here 9 minus 2, 7 would be there. So I got the coordinate of the point P, 22, 0, 7. Now I want to get the distance. So on applying the distance formula, 22 minus 4, 18 square will come. Here it is 12 square will come. Here it is 4 square will come. And let us take the square root. If I apply the square root between these numbers, then finally the distance will be 22. So the answer to this question will be 22. Are you able to understand how we got the answer to this problem? Moving ahead to the next problem. Here is a limit being given to us, limit extending towards 0. And here are some arbitrary constants ABC used in this question. We need to find the value of 16 times a square plus b square plus c square. How will I be able to get that? So guys, it would be more better. First of all, you replace sin x with x. Because for x tending towards 0, sin x can be replaced with x. This is a shortcut. And after that, e raised to the power x expansion would be written. Okay. Log 1 plus x expansion would be written. Log 1 plus x expansion. And then e raised to the power minus x expansion should be written. Okay. And this whole is divided by x cube. And limit of x is tending towards 0. So basically, my dear students, the concept here will be, I will be making the coefficient of x 0 because this limit is existing, because this is equal to 1. If this limit is existing, so there should not be term of x square. There should not be term of x in the numerator. There should not be any term of x square in the numerator. And if there is a term of x cube in the numerator, its coefficient should be 1, because then only 1 upon 1 will be 1. This is the logic that we need to apply. So coefficient of x, wherever I am getting x, here I am getting minus b. Here I am getting plus c. So that should be 0. Coefficient of x square, here I am getting x square, a. Here I am getting minus b into negative half plus b by 2. And here also I am getting x squared, so that is minus c. And coefficient of x cube, so here I am getting a. Okay, for x square I was getting a, for x cube also I am getting a. All right, no problem. For here for x cube it is minus b over 3. And here for x cube it is c over 2 factorial, so c over 2. So we need to solve these three equations to get the value of ABC. By solving these three equations, I got the value of A as 3 by 4. And since B and C, both of them will be same, so that will be equal to 3 by 2. I hope you are able to understand this, okay? Now what they are asking for, they are asking for to get the value of 16 times A square. So 9 upon 16. B square, 9 upon 4. C square, 9 upon 4. When 16 is being multiplied, so this becomes 9. Then it becomes 36. Then it becomes 36. This becomes 81. Answer to this problem is 81. 81 is the answer. I hope you understood the problem. Moving ahead to the next problem, let A be the matrix. Determinant of A is 2. N is the value which is determinant of adjoint, how many times 2 to 4 times. Since the year was 2024, that is why they have given 2024 times. So we want to get the value of this determinant. So the value of n can be written as determinant a raised to the power, okay, n minus 1 whole power 2024. Now what is n minus 1? N minus 1 means n is order. Order is 3 cross 3. So n value will be 3. So it is 2 raised to the power 2024. Now determinant a is also 2. So that means it will come 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 2024. Okay. Remainder when this n is divided by, this is very important question. Remainder when n is divided by 9. So this number is divided by 9 basically. So first of all, I will be dealing with the power and then I will be coming to 2 raised to the power. So 2 raised to the power 2024. If it is divided by 9, what should be the remainder? Let me think about that, okay? So obviously this is 2024 is not divisible by, let us write in the terms of 2 raised to the power 2 raised to the power 3, because 2 raised to the power 3 is 8 actually. Okay, so if I try to take 3 common, 3 would not be taken common. It is 2022 plus 2 will come over here, and 2022, so that will become 6, and 2022 when divided by 3, 6, then 2, 2, then 7, and then 1, 2, 4. So 674 will come, and here it is the remainder when it is divided by 9. Okay, this can be written in this way. So it is 8 raised to the power 674. When 8 raised to the power 674 is multiplied by 2 square, and when divided by 9, what should be the remainder? So 8 upon 9 remainder is actually negative 1. And here if I place negative 1 raised to the power 674, that will be plus 1. Okay, I am writing the direct remainder 674. And this is being multiplied by 2 square, that is 4. So the answer will be 4. Remainder when this number is divided by 9 will be 4. So that means this number 2 raised to the power 2024 can be written as 9m plus 4. And obviously this will be m will be a even number over here. Why it will be a even number? Because 2 raised to the power 2024 is always even. 2 raised to the power any number will be even. And to make this number even, 4 is already even, 9m should be even, so m should be even in that case, okay. Here 2 raised to the power 9m plus 4 is written, because instead of 2 raised to the power 2024, I have written the value 9m plus 4. And I want to get the remainder when 2 raised to the power 9m plus 4, or we can also write 9m plus 3 into 2 raised to the power 1, because 9m plus 4 can be broken down into 3 plus 1, okay, is divided by basically 9. I want to get this remainder, okay. Now it would be easier for me to do this question. Now again, I will be taking this 3 common from the power of 2. I'll try to generate it as 8 again, okay, and this 2 cube will become 8. REM means remainder, and when 8 is divided by 9, so that will become minus 1 as a remainder raised to the power 3m plus 1, and this is being multiplied by 2. Since m is an even number, so 3m plus 1 will become odd, okay. And here minus 2 will be there, because minus 1 raised to the power odd, it will be minus 1 into 2, that is remainder is minus 2. Remainder cannot be minus 2. So that is why this minus 2 should be added with 9, so as to make a positive remainder. That means it will become 7. So the answer to this problem will be 7. I hope you understood this. Moving ahead to the next, if the coefficient of x raised to the power r in this expansion, x plus 3 raised to the power n minus 1, x plus 3 raised to the power n minus 2 into x plus 2, x plus 3 raised to the power n minus 3 into x plus 2 whole square. This expression is going on. How many terms are there? So x plus 3 raised to the power n minus 1 up till last term is not having. It is x plus 3 raised to the power 0. Okay. And here we can observe that n minus 1 plus 1. N terms are there in total. Okay. So this is a geometric progression. Can you see that? This is a GP with first term x plus 3 raised to the power n minus 1. Ratio x plus 2 over x plus 3. Okay. Now I want to get the sum of n terms of this GP. So that will be a times r raised to the power n minus 1. Or we can also do 1 minus r raised to the power n. Whatever you want, you can do that. Upon r minus 1. I just applied the formula a r raised to the power n minus 1 upon r minus 1 as the sum of n terms of the GP. Now let us simplify it. If I try to open up this bracket, here I'll observe that x plus, on taking the LCM, okay, this x plus 3 raised to the power n will be obtained. Here it will be x plus 2 raised to the power n minus x plus 3 raised to the power n whole divided by x plus 3 raised to the power n. And in the denominator it is x plus 2 minus x plus 3. X and x will get cancelled. 2 minus 3 will come. That will be minus 1 whole divided by x plus 3, but that x plus 3 is taken here. So my dear students, x plus 3 is getting cancelled, and because of this minus 1, it will be x plus 3 raised to the power n minus x plus 2 raised to the power n. This is Sn, sum of n terms of the given sequence. X plus 3 raised to the power n minus x plus 2 raised to the power n. Now they have given that we want AR is the coefficient of x raised to the power r, and they have given the summation of AR, that means A0 plus A1 up till they have given AN. So this is actually the coefficient of x raised to the power 0, coefficient of x raised to the power 1 up till coefficient of x raised to the power n. I can also write it as 3 plus x raised to the power n and 2 plus x raised to the power n. Okay. So the coefficient of x raised to the power 0 will be NC0, and here it will be 3 raised to the power n. Here it is NC0 2 raised to the power n. Are you getting my point? Then for coefficient of x raised to the power 1, so it is NC0, NC1 3 raised to the power 1, x raised to the power n minus 1. Okay. I'm not dealing with x raised to the power n minus 1 because I am here NC0 3 raised to the power n minus 1 into x raised to the power 1. Here it will be NC1 3 raised to the power n minus 1 and x raised to the power 1. Here it is NC1 2 raised to the power n minus 1 and x raised to the power 1. So actually this is the coefficient of x. Can you see that in that expression? This is the coefficient of x raised to the power 0. Are you getting my point? It will go on continuously up till coefficient of x raised to the power n, and that will be NCn. Here I will have 3 raised to the power 0 minus 2 raised to the power 0 for NCn. So don't you think that it starts from NC0 3 raised to the power n, NC1 3 raised to the power n minus 1. So this will become, there are two sequences been following here. Okay, two types of sequences are going on. NC0 2 raised to the power n, NC1 2 raised to the power n minus 1. Two sequences are going on, and these two sequences are in the subtraction. There is a minus sign in between. This is 3 plus 1 whole raised to the power n, and this is 2 plus 1 whole raised to the power n. So this is 4 raised to the power n. Basically this is n being written. This one is 4 raised to the power n, and this is 3 raised to the power n. Alright. So this sum is beta raised to the power n minus gamma raised to the power n. So I got the value of beta as 4 and I got the value of gamma as 3. If beta is 4, gamma is 3, they have asked us to get the value of beta square and gamma square. So the result will be 25. Answer to this problem will be 25. Are you all able to understand this? Moving ahead to the next question. There is a differential equation being given to us. Sec square x dx e raised to the power 2y 10 square x plus 10x into dy, and this is equal to 0. Okay. Here we want to assume 10x as a new value. For example, it is t. Then sec square x dx will be dt. So we can also write dt, or we need to assume it to be in terms of y. So let us differentiate in terms of y. Sec square x dx over dy will be dt over dy. Okay, that would be more better. Now if you divide the entire expression by dy, so sec square x dx upon dy will be written as dt over dy. Okay, here it is e raised to the power 2y, and this is t square. This is t and this is 0, because I divided by dy initially. This is the equation being obtained. If I divide the complete equation by t square, so it will be 1 upon t square dt over dy. Here it will be plus 1 by t. And here I am taking to the right hand side, it is negative times e raised to the power 2y. If I assume new variable 1 upon t as a new variable u, so minus 1 upon t square dt over dy will be du over dy. Alright, so this will be negative du over dy, and then 1 upon t is u, and then it is negative times e raised to the power 2y. So du over dy minus u is equals to e raised to the power 2y. This is linear differential equation. Let us find the integrating factor. E raised to the power integration p dx. So e raised to the power minus x will be obtained. So we will write here u into integrating factor is equals to integration of e raised to the power 2y into integrating factor. So I need to integrate with respect to y. Sorry. I have integrated with respect to x over here, but it should be integrated with respect to y. Okay, q into integrating factor and plus c. So basically e raised to the power y integration will be e raised to the power y itself. And here the value of u will be 1 upon t and the value of t will be 10x. So 1 upon 10x will be written into e raised to the power minus y. If you multiply by e raised to the power y, then here I will have 1 upon 10x. Here I will have e raised to the power 2y, and here I can have c times e raised to the power y. This can also be a problem. Now they have told us that if I place the value of x as pi by 4, then y will be 0. X as pi by 4, y will be 0. So 1 upon 1, y will be 0, y will be 0. So I got the value of c as 0 over here. Alright. And if c is 0, then we will be able to write 1 upon 10x equals to e raised to the power 2y. That's the final answer. Now what they have asked? They have asked us to put the value of pi by 6. Pi by 6 means 30 degree. If I put 30 degree, it will be root 3. E raised to the power 2y value is this. And this is actually, y value is alpha over there. So e raised to the power 2 alpha. Now what they have asked? They have asked 8 times alpha. So e raised to the power 8 alpha. That means we have to take 4 power of it. So it will become 3 square, that is 9. Answer to this problem will be 9. Guys, are you all able to understand how we got the answer to this problem? Moving ahead to the next problem. A, B, C, D. 4 vertices of the parallelogram. Let us see to this. A is minus 2, minus 1. B is 1, 0. C is alpha, beta. And D is gamma, delta. Alright. Be the vertex of the parallelogram ABCD. If the point C lies on 2x minus y is equals to 0. So this point is lying on 2x minus y is equals to 0, is equals to 5, sorry. And the point D lies on the another line. So this is a 3x minus 2y is equals to 6, for example. The value of alpha plus beta that they are asking for. Okay. Let us take the midpoints of these two and let us assume it to be O point. So here we will have 1 plus gamma upon 2 as a midpoint, x coordinate, and here it will be alpha minus 2 upon 2. So we got a relationship that the gamma value can be written as alpha minus 3. Alright. In the same way, it is delta plus 0 and here it is minus 1 plus beta. Okay, so I am writing delta plus 0 and here it is minus 1 plus beta. So delta value will be minus 1 plus beta. This is the second relationship. First, second. Because they have the common midpoint. O is a common midpoint. Third, 3 times gamma minus 2 times delta is equals to 6. Third relationship, because this point will satisfy this equation and this point will satisfy this equation. 2 alpha minus beta is equals to 5. Fourth, there are 4 variables and 4 equations. Solving these 4 equations, I will be able to get the value of alpha, beta, gamma and delta. What are these values? Alpha is negative 3. Beta is negative 11. Okay, I'm writing the values directly, but you can solve these equations and get the values of alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Okay, so here we have alpha negative 3, beta negative 11, gamma is minus 6 and minus 12. If I add all these values, 14, then 6, 20 and then 32. So the answer to this problem is 32. Guys, are you all able to understand how we got the answer to this problem? Is this clear to you? Moving ahead to the next problem, we need to get this integration. So let us assume this to be I. 0 to pi x square sin x cos x dx whole divided by sin x raised to the power 4 cos x raised to the power 4. Alright. Now what we need to do here, I need to break up into 0 to pi by 2. For that, this will be added with pi minus x. Else every function will remain same. But if I replace x with pi minus x, this function will become negative. Because of that, there will be a negative sign in between. Do you remember this property? I am applying the property 0 to 2a fx dx will be equals to 0 to a fx plus 0 to a f of 2a minus x. But if I do f of 2a minus x, that will become negative. So in between it is negative. Sin 4 cos 4. I hope you understood this. Now, what we can do, here it is 0 to pi by 2. If I try to simplify it, x square and x square will get cancelled. One I will have minus pi square, another I will have 2 pi x. 2 pi x. And this pi square and 2 pi x can be separated. These two integrals can be separated. Okay, I'm trying to separate them. So minus pi square is being multiplied with sin x cos x whole divided by sin x raised to the power 4 cos x raised to the power 4. Okay, and then we have 2 pi x and 2 pi x will be in positive. So 2 pi 0 to pi by 2 sin x cos x dx whole divided by sin x raised to the power 4 plus cos x raised to the power 4. Are you getting my point? Is that clear to you? Now, after this expression, what we can do? So, if you want to convert this sin x raised to the power 4 plus cos x raised to the power 4 into two parts, you can convert into that. And how will you be able to convert? So, basically, I will be writing the value of sin raised to the power 4 plus cos raised to the power 4 as sin square plus cos square whole square minus 2 sin a cos b. Are you getting my point? 2 sin a cos b. And if I want to convert it into sin 2x formula, so that will be sin 2x over 2. That will be sin 2x over 2. Alright. So I can write the value here as minus pi square 0 to pi by 2. Here it is sin x cos x. If I multiply and divide by 2, it will be sin 2x over 2. Okay, whole divided by, instead of sin raised to the power 4 plus cos raised to the power 4, it will be 1 minus sin square 2x over 2. Okay, it would be more better if you convert in the form of cos square. Okay, let me convert in the form of cos square. So instead of sin square, I am writing 1 minus cos square whole divided by 2. So 1 minus 1 by 2, or we can take the LCM also if you want, and plus cos square 2x over 2. So this is half minus or half plus cos square 2x over 2. So 1 plus cos square 2x over 2 is been coming, okay. Let me write 1 plus cos. This 2 and this 2 will get cancelled, okay? 1 plus cos square 2x over 2 is coming. This 2 and this 2 is getting cancelled. Why I converted in this way? Because if I assume cos 2x as t, then sin 2x dx minus sin 2x into 2 dx will be dt. So this will become minus dt over 2. Integration by substitution will be applicable over here, okay? And here I need to apply the King's rule. That means I need to convert wherever this, let us assume this to be I, and wherever x is written, I will be replacing it with pi by 2 minus x and adding these two integrals. So ultimately it will be 2 pi times pi upon 2. So basically pi upon 4 will be coming here. Okay, and here I will be writing integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin x cos x dx. Or ultimately I can also convert this into the same integral that I have converted before, okay? This integral was sin 2x dx whole divided by 1 plus cos square 2x, okay? Now we can observe here it is pi square upon 2 coming and it is negative pi square, and you can observe that the integration is same, okay? So this gives me the value of I. If I consider the coefficients only, it is pi square upon 2 minus pi square. So negative pi square upon 2 is coming. So I value here is negative pi square over 2 integration 0 to pi by 2. It is sin 2x dx whole divided by 1 plus cos square 2x is coming. If I assume cos 2x as t, then sin 2x will be written as minus dt over 2. I hope you are able to understand. Now what they have asked us, it is 120 over pi cube into I, and after that just take the modulus. They have asked this result. So if I want to evaluate this result, and finally we need to put the values also, so you just need to simplify it. It will be dt over 2, it will be 1 plus t squared, so tan inverse t. You can apply the limits over here, and finally this expression will be converted to 15. Okay, so the answer to this problem that is coming here is 15. I hope you understood this. If you want, you can simplify. I can also simplify this. Minus dt over 2, 1 plus t square, 0 to infinity will come. Sorry, 0 to infinity not. Cos pi is negative 1, cos 0 is 1. 1 to minus 1 will come actually. From here, 1 to minus 1. Okay, and this is minus pi square over 2. Then I'll apply the tan inverse formula and I'll be able to get the value of I. This value of I will be substituted here and answer is 15. So my dear students, I hope you are able to understand all the questions as well as solution. So thank you so much for watching this video. Bye-bye.